Before I started seeing Dr. Snow, I had like 20-something years of symptoms, long list. The main one was digestive issues. Lots of reflux with almost anything I ate. I couldn't sleep at night. I'd have to sleep sitting up because I felt like I was smothering if I laid down. I'd have panic attacks every night to the point that I would shake so bad that the headboard would rattle on the wall. And every doctor I went to couldn't pinpoint what was wrong with me. You know, I felt like I don't know, like I was having a hormone imbalance or a thyroid imbalance, but all the tests came back normal. So it was kind of hard to pinpoint exactly what was wrong with me. When I first went to see him, he made me fill out a 10-page symptoms chart. So he was, from all of that, he was able to see what vitamins I was deficient in. And he found out I had a gluten allergy, and that was the main cause of a lot of my problems, my digestive problems, my hormone imbalance, thyroid imbalance. So he helped me to change the way I was eating, and he put me on the standard process supplements, which helped tremendously. I used to have an intolerance to the heat and the sunlight. I would dehydrate almost immediately of being in the sun. And like a month after being on the bromelain iodine that he put me on, I was able to stay outside in 102-degree weather with my family all day long. So that was like a blessing to me. It was a huge blessing to me and my family. I mainly went to him for the nutritional therapy because every prescription that I was on didn't work. You know, they would work for 2 weeks and then they'd quit working. So I knew I needed all natural because prescriptions, pills weren't working for me. And within the first week of getting off of gluten and being on the standard processed vitamins, I had no more reflux. I had battled digestive issues for 20 years and it was gone, all of it gone. So I felt amazing within the first week. So 3 years later and I feel fantastic. So I feel 10 to 15 years younger than before I started going to him. He convinced me to do the chiropractic care because he said it would speed up my healing process. And at that point, I was hopeless. You know, I mean, I'd been to every doctor I could think of, and nobody knew what was wrong with me. Every test came back normal because I was right in the normal range. So they had convinced me I was making a lot of it up. You know, the doctors didn't believe me. My husband didn't believe me. So when he said it would speed up my healing process, I knew I needed something. I needed help. And so I said okay. And after the first week, like I said, it really did help. I really did notice a huge difference with the chiropractic care and the supplements together. Well, before I had no energy at all. I mean, I was a 30-year-old mother, you know, I had 2 young boys. I had no energy, I couldn't play with them. I could barely get the housework done and cook supper. I was also trying to homeschool my boys, which was impossible to do when you can't think clearly, you know. And so now I have tons of energy. I exercise every day. I can run a mile every day, which I never could do before. I babysit every day for my sister. It's just amazing. It's unbelievable the energy I have. You know, I can think clearly now when we do schoolwork. My creativity is back. I was so depressed for years, but you know, trying to act normal and hide it and still be a happy mom, you know, for the kids was hard. So I'd hid a lot of stuff, but after seeing Dr. Snow and starting to feel better and you know, not having digestive issues or hormone imbalance anymore, I just felt amazing. Like I said, I felt 10 to 15 years younger. It was just unbelievable the difference that Miss Katie, you and Dr. Snow have made in my life. It was a huge difference. Eating healthier and changing the way I was eating. My family also had to eat better. Since I was preparing the meals, they started eating better. and they realized that they had the same allergies I had. You know, my husband had canker sores ever since he was a child. He's had a migraine as long as I have known him, and every day, and it's never gone away. And within 1 week of getting off of gluten, his migraines were gone. And he has no more canker sores. We've all lost about 40 pounds each. We all have an enormous amount of energy. We've recently found out my sister and my niece have the same allergy. My son has the same allergy. I have 2 sisters. I have 3 other nieces that have the same allergy and several cousins. So it's hereditary. So I really appreciate the help that y'all have given me, because y'all have not only changed my life forever, you've changed my family's life forever. I remember thinking, wow, this doctor knows what he's talking about. You know, every other doctor told me that it was all in my head, I was making it up. And so I had come to the conclusion that there was no hope for me. This is how my life was going to be. And like I said, within a week I felt fantastic. And 3 years later, and I feel amazing. You know, huge difference. The doctors had no answers for me, so I had to dig and research for myself. So I've always looked into all natural care because, like I said, prescriptions didn't work. They would give me more side effects than they would help. So all natural care is where I needed to be, and I was so thankful when I heard that y'all had opened up, because you're exactly the doctor that I was looking for, and it's made a huge difference in my life, huge difference. I really think without y'all's help, I was probably on the road to either a major sickness or even early death. You know, I mean, I was convinced in my head I was dying. I was scared every second of every day. And y'all really, really changed my life.